Hi guys, it's me, Summer Kelly here, back with another video. I'm going to take this time to thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch this video. As you can see, I am not singing nor am I playing my guitar today. That's because this video is a non-musical video, my first one in 2 weeks. And so if anyone wants to watch any musical videos, I would encourage you to go back and watch my previous videos and to stay tuned because hopefully later this week I'll be back with another musical video of me worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth. The title that I titled this non-musical video is Remembering This Day, the Pandemic Anniversary. Believe it or not, people, March 16th, 2020 was a day that has forever changed our lives. Last year, in March, in the United States, has marked the pandemic year, a year that has just been unbelievable. It has been a time in world history, a time that we have never known and probably will never know again, a time when everything shut down. Schools, businesses, even churches, and a time that we remember in history when everything just went silent. I know many of you have been significantly impacted by it. For some had loved ones who were sick with COVID and others that died from it. Others, maybe that wasn't your reality. Maybe you were not able to be in contact with your loved ones as much because of the social distancing stuff. Or maybe like me and like others, it affected you significantly financially and vocationally. And for those of you that have kids or you that are in elementary, middle, or high school, or maybe folks in college like me, the school year was significantly changed because now we had to do it online or virtually. Maybe some of you planned to go on vacation last year and all of those plans went out the window. You know, for a lot of us, our holidays looked different last year because we had a small amount of people instead of large gatherings. So, in either way you look at it, this past year has, I'm sure, been very difficult for so many, whether people are Christians or not. And I know for myself, it has been the most difficult, challenging year. And this day has significantly been a very difficult day for me. And I know some of you watching, you wish you would never remember this day. This day would have never happened. And I believe that this day will be marked on our calendars as forever the time that when the pandemic got started. Just as we remember September 11th, holidays and birthdays, I'm sure a lot of us will remember this day. And I know this will be a day I will never forget. And in the midst of all of this, for myself, times like this can make one bitter or make one better. But instead, I decided to hold on to the only thing I can hold on to, and that is my faith. And I don't know about you, but it's my hope and my prayer that in the midst of what has gone on, I pray that first and foremost that we, especially in the body, will hold on to our faith, because that is what's going to keep us through going forward. And for those of you watching that don't know Christ as Lord and Savior, this is probably a very good time for you to give your life to Him, because He's the only thing that's really stable right now. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video is, number one, in the midst of the pandemic, remember your faith. And if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, it would be a good time to give your life to Him. And secondly, another thing I want you to take away from this video is to know that loss is painful. Everyone's loss looks different. Some of us have had physical losses because we have loved ones that had COVID or died from it. But for others, though, that loss may not, their loss may look different. Loss to them means they didn't get to go on the vacation that they hoped for. Others, it was a financial job loss. So, regardless of what loss looks like, please be mindful and kind and considerate of people. Everybody's loss looks different, but loss is loss. And I want to say this, loss does not begin or end when a loved one dies. That's part of it. Oh, you can experience loss in so many ways. So I would say that loss is painful, and it is okay to grieve your losses. And please treat people with dignity and respect and kindness. Because everyone, I don't care who you are, this past year has been a year of loss for so many. And please be kind, mindful, and prayerful for people that have lost. That's the next thing. Another thing I want to say about this intimate year is find other ways to be connected with other people. We may not have mass gatherings like we did before, but there are ways to communicate. You can talk to people on the phone, you can video chat, you can Zoom, maybe do small gatherings. We were meant to be connected to each other. That's what God made us for. He made us for Him, first of all, but He also made us to be in communion with each other. And so I would encourage you to stay in touch with people. You know, we so desperately need each other the most. It's in difficult times when you need community. And so I would encourage you to find creative ways, to be in contact with others. And the last thing I would say before I wrap up is, in the midst of hardships, dare to dream again. Dare to dream again. And that's something the Lord's kind of been revealing to me, is to, to the hardships that we go through is for our good, and also to remember that God can birth something new and create beauty in ashes, as it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 61. And so I don't know what your new dream might be, but don't stop dreaming, and don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing the goals you've always wanted to do, whether it be going back to school, whether it be falling in love, whether it be starting a business or whatever. Don't ever stop dreaming. And so this video was not meant to be a doomsy gloomsy video by any means, but just telling you my thoughts of this past year and what things we need to do and remember. And so one of the the first thing to always remember is to remember is that during this time, to connect with God and to have faith. If you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, this would be a good time to do so. Secondly, to that loss is painful, and to grieve your loss. Thirdly, to stay connected with each other. Find other ways to connect with each other, whether it be virtual, by phone, or small groups. And lastly, to keep dreaming in the midst of the pandemic and to have goals. And I want to take this time to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, may you like, subscribe, and share with those you know and love. If you have questions about my virtual business, I haven't started yet. I've had to make a lot of adjustments. And so you can reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, and I can tell you some more things about it. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. I love you. God bless you. And have a good rest of your day.